Children, welcome to the reading session. In our previous session, we talked about pre-reading context. If you haven't watched that, go and watch it prior to this session. Today, we are going to talk about reading part from The Snake and the Mirror, written by Waikum Muhammad Bashir. He is a Malayalam fiction writer. He was a humanist, a freedom fighter, novelist, and a short story writer. The Snake and the Mirror was translated by V. Abdullah. Now, here you are going to have a few passages. You go through these passages for a few minutes and note down the difficult words on a paper or in your notes. Okay, children? Go through it once or twice. Okay, if you are not able to understand it, read it once again. Now, let's come to the next session. Okay. Now, look at this picture. What do you see in this picture? Come on, tell me. What do you see in this picture? A man. Yeah, a man. A mirror. How is that mirror? A large mirror, yes. A comb, yes. Is it large or small? A small comb. Where is it? Beside the mirror. A small comb beside the mirror. A lamp, yes. A kerosene lamp. Where is it? On the table. Yes. A coat. What is the color of coat? A black coat. Yes. A table. A window. And there is a book on the table. Okay. Now observe the room very closely. Let us go to the details about the room. Now, how is the ceiling? Is there any ceiling? No ceiling. Yeah. What kind of roof is it? A tiled roof. Yes. How is this tiled roof? It's with long supported gables that rested on the beam of the wall. And yes, generally we might have come across rats also in our houses where there are tiled roofs. And here also, in this picture also, the writer quoted that there was a regular traffic of rats to and from the beam. Next, now let us come to the condition of the room. Room. How was the room? Was there any electricity? No electricity. Yes, there is no electricity. And where does the man get light? From a kerosene lamp. Yes, he gets light from the kerosene lamp. And now let us observe the man closely. Man. And what was the man doing in the picture? Yes, he is reading. He is reading. And how is the book? Is it bulky or thin? Yeah, yes, bulky book. It's a bulky book. Now we can observe from the picture that the man has no coat or shirt or vest. What does it tell us about the environmental condition or the season? What might be the season? Summer. Yes, only during summer season men do like that. Okay, it's a hot summer. Next, come on, tell me, can you guess the time of the story? Yes, It's night. Why? Because there is a moon in the sky. We can see it through the window. Yes. And there was a kerosene lamp also on the table. It was lit. Yes, it was the summer season and the time of the day was night time. Okay, now I shall ask you a few more questions. Tell me, are there any things related to the kitchen? No, nothing is there, no? Then, how about his meals? Where does he go? Yes, to the restaurant. He goes to the restaurant for his food. Okay, so he had his dinner and came back to the room. Okay, now you go through the passages once again. Now you will get clear picture and you will get the central idea of these passages, and I think you got it. Okay, anyhow, here and there I shall give you the meanings of these words again. Come on, note down. Full-blooded means strong. Full-blooded means strong. Meager, small in quantity. Meager, small in quantity. Solitary, single. West, west. A garment worn under a shirt. Gable, upper part of a wall. Below a sloping roof. Now you have here the supporting glossary. Go through these passages once again. Suppose if you are not able to pronounce the words, I shall read these passages once again. If you are not able to understand or if you are not able to catch the pronunciation, listen to this. Has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. Here full-blooded means strong. All of us fell silent. The question came from the homeopath. The topic came up when we were discussing snakes. We listened attentively as the doctor continued with the tale. It was a hot summer night, about 10 o'clock. I had my meal at the restaurant and returned to my room. I heard a noise from above as I opened the door. The sound was a familiar one. One could say that rats and I shared the room. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. The house was not electrified. It was a small rented room. I had just set up medical practice and my earnings were meager. I had about 60 rupees in my suitcase. Along with some shirts and dhotis, I also possessed one solitary black coat which I was then wearing. I took off my black coat, white shirt, and not so white vest and hung them up. I opened the two windows in the room. It was an outer room with one wall facing the open air. It had a tiled roof with long supporting gables that rested on the beam over the wall. There was no ceiling. There was a regular traffic of rats to and from the beam. I made my bed and pulled it close to the wall. I lay down, but I could not sleep. I got up and went out to the veranda for a little air, but the wind god seemed to have taken time off. I went back into the room and sat down on the chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, the Materia Medica. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. A small comb lay beside the mirror. Okay, if you are not able to catch the words, pause there and listen to it carefully. Okay, students. Now, after you got to it, note down the assignment and the vocabulary. Okay, here exercise, some phrasal verbs are there also. Phrasal verbs are also there. These took out and took up. We shall deal about these phrasal verbs in the later session. And exercise given under these passages. Take the correct meaning of the words underlined below. The house was not electrified. A. There was no electricity in the house. B. The house was not away from the electricity board. C. The house was not littered. Next, second one. The earnings were meager. A. Very high. B. Very small. C. Nil. Third one. Also possessed one solitary black coat. A. Single. B. Unique. C. Expensive. Before coming to the next session, you answer these questions. Children, okay? Thank you. Bye.